Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Woo, it's been over a week. Wow, it's been brutal. I'm going to tell you, traveling back, forget American Airlines. They're terrible, right? They canceled, not only did they delay my flights on the way in, and they delayed my flights on the way back, they canceled flights on the way in, and they canceled flights on the way back. And then, of course, someone got me sick with the flu, and here we are. I was bedridden for a couple days and feeling a little bit of a tiny bounce back, but still feeling pretty bad. So it's going to be a very short live stream. I don't even know if I'm going to make sense on this live stream, but we're going to do it just because I can't sit on the couch forever, right? I can't sit on the couch forever, even though my dog would not leave my side. So my dog, of course, my wife was helping me out a lot, and I appreciate her. So, but the dog cuddled me for 2 days straight. I didn't even watch TV. I couldn't. I just kind of kept it dark down in the living room, and here we are. So we're gonna keep it short. Enough of a ramble. Is the crypto correction over? Right? Some of them look like they're breaking out. And Chainlink already broke out to the upside, right? So it's possible the crypto correction's over. And some of the crypto assets have hit 4 out of 4 targets to the downside. Some have hit 1 target out of 4 targets to the downside. Bitcoin has only hit 2 out of the 4 targets to the downside. So it doesn't mean that Bitcoin, crypto, stocks are always going to hit 4 out of 4 targets. But it's an awareness that, hey, Bitcoin still hasn't hit 4 out of 4 targets yet. So it's possible it still gets sold off here, comes back down, hits target 3 or target 4, and then makes its move up to the upside after that. So we will see, but it's always possible that, hey, 2 targets was all it was, even came back below the second target here, down all the way to 38,000. 500-ish, right? But we still have this target and this target that remain. It is possible. Doc, are you trolling me? Where are further down targets? I can smell 50K. By the way, you called 50K in January, right? Never hit 50K. So I guess I could troll you back. Hit the 4th longer term target up here and end up hitting 49,000, but never hit your 50,000, and it hasn't hit your 150,000 Bitcoin by June or whatever you said it was. So don't troll me. You didn't even hit your 50K that you talked about. So Javier, Jesse, I hope you're better today. Yeah, slightly better. I'm sweating right now. I don't think you can see it right now on camera, but holy moly, guacamole, I'm sweating right now. So we're gonna keep it short. Morning market snipers, look at Meta. Yep, I got that one on the charts. We'll take a look at it. Let's go, glitch. Let's go. DXY looking bullish. We can take a look at it. NVDA to 700, 4K mods. Yeah, we're looking at, I got NVIDIA just smashed the second ANF target, right? So we got a couple ANF targets to take a look at. $500,000 Bitcoin. I don't think so. If Bitcoin, I mean, it would be amazing if it did, but I don't think so. If it hits the second ANF target, it would be up around like 140,000. So I don't think about $500,000 Bitcoin, but we'll see. We'll take a look at it. So this is Bitcoin. It could be breaking out, right? You got that candle close back above the trending dots over here. And then we had that buy signal. And then it's just kind of had a breakout move, but then it hit a key retracement target, right? So it hit a key retracement target, and it hasn't made a move back above it yet. So you start getting daily candle closes back above like 43,800-ish, then I'm going to be more sold on it. So if you did take a position back here at about 41,800-ish, right? Somewhere right around there, just make sure you got your stop loss in, because it could be sold off, right? So I think it's fine if you took a swing at it here. Just make sure you got your stop loss in, or prepared to, that we could still go down and hit target 3 and target 4. So I wouldn't quite call it yet Tomorrow, 500,000. Mark my words. Okay, there you go. There you go. So that's Bitcoin. If you look at Ethereum, right, hit 2 of the 4 targets as well, and that's about it so far. It's kind of lagging time wise as far as like the correction. It was it was started its correction a little bit later compared to the other crypto assets. So I'll kind of show you now. So you see like DOT was started its correction back in December 26th. Ethereum was more like January 12th, right? So it was kind of delayed on the correction. So it might take a little bit of time. And then DOT came down and hit 3 of the 4 targets and cleared the bearish divergence, in my opinion. Lawrence, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back, Lawrence. And so 3 of the 4 targets. So this is, to me, this is more a believable potential bottom is in on DOT, right? Because it's hit 3 of the 4 targets. It's cleared the bearish divergence. It doesn't mean it's always going to clear the bearish divergence, right? If there was ever anything that was 100% certain, I would just create a trading bot for that 100% certainty, and then we would all be quadrillionaires, right? So if anything was 100%, if you ever come across a strategy that's 100%, let me know what it is, and I will turn that into a trading bot, and we'll all get we'll all be the superpowers, right? So it's not. So here we are, right? 3 targets to the downside, and got that candle close back above, starting to get it back above the trending dots. Trending dot just turning green, and as you can see in real time, it's flashing a pending buy signal on DOT. So whether it was down here, here, or here, this is going to be your higher probability of a breakout, right? So we'll continue to watch it. That's DOT right there, and there's going to be some other ones that look, similar setups where it's been going through a correction for longer. December 26th, 3 of the 4 targets to the downside. Whew. I'm already getting tired. 7 minutes. All right, so let's keep going. Cardano, because we got some. I want to get through these crypto assets, and then I want to look at the Magnificent Seven, and then we'll probably call it from there. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do any requests today. I just don't have it in me. But Cardano, it's hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside. Also cleared the bearish divergence on Cardano. And so again, this is still more believable. It's been correcting kind of, it was a double top up here, but started the correction back in December, right? So it's been a longer correction. And so, back above the trading dots, you kind of see if it starts to break out here, whether it's down here or here, right? We've been talking about this the entire time. That's going to be your higher probability. Let me get these arrows off, or these check marks off. Those are going to be your higher probability breakouts right there. So we will see on Cardano, but the bottom could be in on this correction for Cardano as well. It is possible. Had a buy signal, came back down the trending dots. Looks like a possible higher low, right? And then you get that buy signal and start to break out to the upside. So we'll see. That's Cardano. Sand, right? We drew these trend lines a long time ago. We drew them out way back here, and we extended it out. So it's been going through this correction. Again, the same formula, right, that I'm looking at. Tesla John, welcome back. Jesse, glad you're back here with us. Oh my God, me too. Me too. I can't, I had a good time cuddling my dog for 2 days, but man, I couldn't watch TV. I kept the lights off, right? Oh, it was brutal. So yeah, happy to be back, and hopefully we're full head of steam going into Monday, right? Man, I was bored. So don't leave me alone in the dark with my thoughts. Holy moly. So here we are, rocking and rolling, and kind of rocking and rolling, baby rocking and rolling, right? So we've got the bearish divergence is cleared on sand, right? Yet 4 of the 4 targets to the downside, and could be breaking out of this downward trend line that we drew way back here. So just seems like the bottom could be in. This could be let's see if this is a close here. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Yeah, close. Yeah, so it's not even a higher low. Could be like close to a double bottom. It's kind of close, but regardless, if it gets back above this downward trend line and sand gets back above these downward trending dots and starts to put in like a pending buy signal, then you're probably looking at, hey, the correction's over. And it was a good correction, right? Going all the way back from December 26th, from the wick to wick and hitting 4 of the 4 targets as downside, 38.5% basically. So 38.5% on sand as a really good correction. So we were down here at the bottom, right? And then we were calling for, hey, bearish divergence, corrected, hit 4 of the 4 targets downside. I hope, for a lot of people that didn't get in on Bitcoin at the early stages, right? Like 16,800, so on and so on and so on. I hope to go down to like target 3 and target 4, but you don't always get what you hope for. And so you just got to take it for what it is. But if it did hit 3 of the 4 targets to downside like this for Bitcoin, that would be great. I think a lot of people would be happy about that. And then we would be rocking and rolling for the full bull run going into the halving. So we will see. It's still early in the month, right? And it's not how the month starts, it's how it closes. So we're going to see. We're going to see how it plays out. But this is sand, right? And then let's take a look at near and Chainlink, and then we'll call it. So near, this is target 1's up here, target 2, target 3. So 3 of the 4 targets is downside, and hasn't cleared the bearish divergence. So doesn't mean it will, but it hasn't cleared the bearish divergence, in my opinion. And so it's something to be aware of. It could just not clear it and then take off to the upside. So we will see. We will see, because 3 of the 4 targets did get hit to the downside, and that is a positive check mark that the bottom could be in as well. And again, this has been correcting since December 26th. A lot of similarities to all these crypto assets, right? 47% correction. So it was a pretty big correction, and it may not clear the bearish divergence, but it's still a major correction of 47%. So it was 47% off, right? A lot of people are getting very pumped up about near at the top. Now it's still down 37% discount. And I don't see too many people talking about it on the Twitter X app. Current thoughts on Tesla, currently still holding 180 support. And we're going to look at the Magnificent Seven briefly. Chainlink, so it broke out, right? Hit 2 of the targets hit 2 of the 4 targets to the downside, right? And looks like it was putting in a higher low over here and started to make its move, started to build up momentum, and then got back above the trending dots, the buy signal, and then end up taking off to the upside after that, straight up, right? What a move. That's a short squeeze if I've seen one, right? A short squeeze in just a matter of a few days and took off to the upside. It's ultra bullish again on the daily chart. Look at the weekly chart. Look at that. Didn't even have a sell signal on the weekly chart. Found support at the trending dots, right? Found support, and now it's just heading straight up. Remember, Bitcoin has hit 4 of the 4 longer term targets up here. Chainlink has hit 1 so far, and now it's trending towards hitting target 2. So that's Chainlink. Let's switch gears. Let's go over to Magnificent 7. I don't think I could handle anything else other than the Magnificent 7 today. So we're just going to switch gears over the Magnificent 7, and then hopefully we can hit more of it like we normally do on Monday. So let's go over to we'll take a look at the NASDAQ, and we're going to zoom out here on the weekly chart, right? We're just going to look at the weekly chart. Remember, these are the ANF targets, right? The Abercrombie and Fitch targets. So here we go, right? You've got the all-time high that we pointed out over here, right? And these targets are drawn, and this is ANF target 1. This is ANF target 2. So that's where we're going to kind of set the stage, if you want to say, for Magnificent Seven, and we'll look at NVIDIA, right? So NVIDIA, target one, boom. Remember, we drew this out. We found these A and F targets. And I remember people asking me, how did you find the A and F targets? Well, I was Googling like the top performers of 2023, right? I was Googling top stock performers of 2023. And had never even considered Abercrombie and Fitch was a top performer of 2023. And Abercrombie and Fitch hit these targets. And now NVIDIA, this target's been on here since it started breaking out here about $500, right? So it's not brand new. 1 month later, comes up and hits this target. Incredible, right? What an incredible move. And we could only be so lucky to have Bitcoin come up and hit these targets. And we'll circle back and I'll show you these targets again. What's happening? I wanted to change this, right? Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. There we go. Boom. Target 2 was hit on Abercrombie and Fitch. So Abercrombie and Fitch hit this target. Meta has not hit target 1 or target 2 of ANF, right? So let's take a look at Meta. Meta taking off to the upside. So you've got all-time high over here, right? And now it broke above it and it's taking off to the upside. You've got ANF target 1 here, $563. And then you got ANF target 2 at $755. So I'm not saying Meta's going to, but what if Meta came up and hit ANF target 1 like NVIDIA? And then what if Meta went up and hit ANF target 2 like NVIDIA? That'd be crazy, right? So a lot of people would be surprised if price did go all the way up there. I'd be surprised. I mean, this is crazy, but hey, this is what we found. We found the ANF targets and we put them on our charts, and here we are, right? So Amazon starting to take off to the upside, hasn't even taken out the all-time highs yet, right? So Amazon is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. I gotta put on the Microsoft ANF targets, right? So you've got all-time highs. Probably put up some ANF targets over here on Microsoft. I'll have to do that for Monday. Hopefully I can remember that. I'm sure I will. So Microsoft ANF targets, we'll put that on. Tesla, don't need those ANF targets right now. Ooh, wow, brutal. So you got the all-time highs up here, November 2021. Came all the way down here to $100 and still bearish on the weekly chart. So not much to report. Could it be finding bottom, right? It's possible. Could be finding bottom, but still bearish on the weekly chart and could have further downside right now. So not picking bottoms on Tesla. It is bearish on the weekly chart. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Daily chart still ultra bearish, right? Still ultra bearish on the daily chart. Again, it's possible puts in this double bottom here. It's possible, but that'd be guessing as of right now, right? You're guessing right now, but right now it's ultra bearish on the daily chart, and it's still bearish on the weekly chart. And so, I wouldn't be buying until I start to see a higher probability reversal, me personally, right? Obviously, none of this is financial advice, especially when I'm feeling under the weather. Definitely don't take anything that I say while I'm under duress over here. With that, let's keep going. We got 2 more. Apple. Let me clean this up. Let me just start over, right? Let's start over. So yeah, it was this is a weekly chart. Still currently bullish on the weekly chart as of right now, right? And you can see that it could be consolidating for a breakout to the upside, but it's consolidating. So it could also break down too. So something to be aware of. But on the daily chart, it had like I've been watching this, and it had like a whole, like, for the last week, it was just breaking down, right? So the whole last week of the month of January breaking down. If you look back here, it's like you got bearish divergence, right? This could be a lower high, and then it's bearish on the daily chart. So even though it came all the way down here to 180 and pumped back up, right? Could just be letting the trending dots catch up. So we will see. But you had the all-time highs over here. Took out the all-time highs over here in December 2023, but it's not breaking out like some of these other stocks did to the upside. Doesn't mean they all will. Tesla did not either. So it looks a little bit different. Or is this just kind of the end of the consolidation, and then we see it take off to the upside like NVIDIA, Meta, Microsoft, etc., right? So it'll be interesting to see, but it looks like the bearish divergence, lower high, and then didn't have a candle close back below here. So this could be a low, and this could end up being a higher low, right? So too early to say. It's basically, it's not something that I trade just because, like swing trading, I'm just not as interested in it because, if you're looking at it like this, here, let me just kind of show you. If you look like the last couple of years, right, it's just like one big sideways consolidation, right? So for me, I'm not trading Apple. Uh, some people probably do, or maybe you're looking at it for more like a stock investment. But if you look back going from like June 2023, right, and go back even further, well, I guess it did take out the all-time highs of December 2021, pretty good. So it could be consolidating sideways for the past 6 to 8 months, and then maybe it makes this move up higher, like Nvidia and Meta and stuff. So it's too early to say, but it's basically going sideways, and I don't love that as a swing trader, right? This is the daily chart, but I don't love swing trading sideways, right? I like to swing trade like big moves up or big moves to the downside. Doesn't matter to me if it's up or down. I just don't want to go sideways, right? So I'm looking for ones that maybe had a huge move to the upside, and then I'm looking for a retracement on it and uh, a return to its means, right? Uh, Medium. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I'm not even. I'm probably like 85% or 15% of where I'm supposed to be at. So, magnificent Jesse. I don't know about that. Ollie, welcome back. Grant, hey Jesse, day after day looking and no Jesse, what was going on? Great, you're back. Oh, Grant, I was sick, man. I'm still sick. But yeah, I was posted in the Discord that uh I was pretty sick. So yeah, I couldn't even turn the TV on. So yeah, that's where it was. Wasn't feeling good at all. So here I am, still not feeling good, but got to get back on the saddle eventually, right? So here we are. So that's Apple. Just basically been, yes, there's been some buys and sells and some big moves up and down. But if you kind of look at it from this standpoint, going all the way back to like, you know, May 2023, right? Basically just been consolidating sideways within a $20 range, right? For the most part. That's the way I kind of look at it. So not interesting for me to like buy and sell that on a regular basis. So anyways, that's Apple. This is Google. Sell signal on Google daily chart, right? Let's look at the weekly chart. Let's kind of zoom out here. Interesting that took out the all-time high over here barely from 2021. Has a weekly candle reversal, but it's still bullish, still currently above the trending dots, and so it could find support and then kind of build up more momentum and then take off to the upside. So still bullish overall on the weekly chart, and so we will see about that. But Google, NVIDIA is pumping hard. It's unbelievable. It's amazing that it hit the Abercrombie and Fitch target 2 so quickly. Meta pumping hard, 480. Could be closing in on Abercrombie and Fitch target 2 in the near future. Amazon starting to make a move on the weekly chart. Ultra bullish, right? Ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Could be challenging all-time highs here from 2021 in the near future. Microsoft still is. Wow. So otherwise, like, didn't seem like there's a lot of stocks that are really doing great. It's really just, 5 out of the magnificent 7 right now, right? So NVIDIA will get at 1,200 at this pace. Maybe a million, right? Maybe NVIDIA goes to 1,000,000 4K months. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I like, not even a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, what if NVIDIA hit 700 and then went to $78, right? There's a couple of reasons on there. I don't know if it ever will, but just kind of, I'm really cautious with how DXY. Oh, let's take a look at DXY. Good point. Yeah, so DXY up 0.9% today. US 10-year yield 4.33%. I'm sorry, it's up 4.33%. It's at 4% overall. So DXY weekly chart is yeah, the only thing to say about that glitch is you bring up a good point, but I've talked about this in the past, is look back here, right? So you got the DXY was bullish back here June 2021, and it was bullish for from June all the way till November, right? And so was the Nasdaq, and so was Bitcoin, and so was everything was pumping up into November 2021, and the DXY was already bullish, right? It was already bullish, and then crypto and stocks started to go through its correction, right? And then DXY really took off to the upside. So, you know, I would just, it's not one for one. Like, each chart's going to be its own separate thing. But you do bring up a good point. Like, the DXY is pending buy signal, right? So you got a low down here on the weekly chart. You got a higher low. And so some of these stocks individually, some of these crypto assets individually could continue to pump while the DXY is also bullish. So just want to point that out, that it was bullish back here. Was bullish back here. Excuse me. June 2021. And then the rest of the stocks and stuff didn't start to correct until November or December. So Thomas, Rivian will go up or down. It's probably doing what Tesla's doing. We can take a look at it. Tomas Ortega Garcia. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I think I pronounced it better when I'm sick. So pending buy signal on the DXY weekly chart. I'm going to call this in about 2 minutes here. Excuse me. So US 10-year yields, VIX still consolidating, right? Silver. Let's see. We'll take a look at Rivian. You brought it up, but yeah, looking similar to, like, here. Let me just start over. Let me just move that. You can see it a little bit better. It's bearish on the weekly chart on Rivian. Glitch. I totally agree. Bearish divergence on the CME on 1 day, plus market sentiment cautious. Love your charts. Thanks, Glitch. I appreciate that. Rivian weekly chart is still bearish, right? Tesla weekly chart is still bearish. I feel like Rivian just kind of follows Tesla. So whatever Daddy Tesla is doing, Rivian will probably do. So, but probably a little bit more upside because it's a smaller market cap. So, probably not exactly one for one correlated, but probably not going to do too much without Tesla. It just seems like this is just one of the observations I made, a few months ago, and we'll continue to watch it over here. But this could be the low, could be finding a higher low. Too early to say, but it is still a huge discount. At one point, it was at $180. It's at $15 right now, but it's still bearish on the weekly chart. With that, thanks for all of your support. I appreciate all of you. Missed you guys, missed you gals, right? I wish I could have been doing the live streams, but wasn't feeling it. And tried to get back on the saddle today. I think we did okay. I think we did okay. Probably we keep higher standards, but for the way I'm feeling right now, I think we did okay. So with that, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Help me, help you, help me. Hope you have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday, and I'll be back full steam ahead, and we'll continue to sniper the markets to the best of our ability together. With that, we'll see you on the other side. Adios.